It's shoe review time. Alright, so what's in this magical box? You can see my stuff right here. It's been quite interesting. It was released not too long ago. Not too long ago from A6, obviously, because that's all I wear. I'll show the wall in a second. I'm not going to. Alright, so what's in this box, you may ask, or wondering? You probably read the title of the video, or you saw my very impressive thumbnail. It's the A6 Novablast 4. I do have the Novablast 3 here. Let me grab the 3s. Here's the Novablast 3, the ones that I have. The Novablast Lite. It's a pretty big difference. I don't see if you can tell. How about the way the foam looks, give you the other side view of sees very well. Then let's go to the bottom. Well, my Novablast 3s are they're kind of losing their traction because I've used them for like tempo runs, long runs, easy runs, what you might call it, all those type of runs. Get back over there. Yeah, so it's just like a shoe review. This is a 2-day filming video, possibly day 3, depends how long it takes me to edit. But so it's gonna be the first part of this, which is gonna be it's in this video, is my first impression of it. So yeah. Okay, so my first impressions of these is that, well, I went to Seattle to go buy these, obviously, how else would I get them? So I did that when I went over to Seattle, went to a running store, was in a running store, tried these on, and when I put them on, it was really interesting because it felt like a daily trainer, but also like not a daily trainer. Like, here, I'll grab what it kind of felt like for reference. Here, I'll grab it from my wall. When I put them on, it felt like weird in a good way, like new. Well, they're new, but they felt like, it's hard to explain. Well, when I took a stride throughout the store, and it felt like I was like using the Magic Speed 3, which has a carbon plate, which like propels you forward. I mean, it felt like I was wearing like a carbon plated shoe when I had the Novablast 4s on. I mean, when I put them on, it really felt like I was wearing the Magic Speed 3 because it really felt like my foot was being guided when I did this stride. I wish I had a video of it because it felt like I was just wearing a carbon plate shoe. And to my knowledge, there is no carbon plate in the Novablast 4s. Alright, looks. Compared to the Novablast 3, I don't really have much of an opinion on the looks. I mean, I do. They look good. You know, let me grab comparing the looks. I mean, yeah, there's a pretty big change in the lookings. Like, I think you can tell with like the way this foam is compared to the Novablast 3s. Also, just, it kind of looks like the Novablast 2s a little bit. I never owned the Novablast 2s. All I own are the 3s and now the 4s. And from what I've seen, some like people I know who wear the Novablast 2s or wore them, looks kind of like them a little bit. I mean, I can't really put a picture of the Novablast 2s. Actually, I'll put a picture on screen right now when I'm editing this. I don't know if that's just me or, I don't know, it kind of looks like Novablast 2s a little bit. Or like another pair of shoes I had a while back. The only other like shoe I can compare the looks to are kind of like the Cumulus, the Gel Cumulus 25. I mean, let me try and get these. I mean, kind of look at like the foam pattern on this one a little bit. Or like, you know, like kind of like that side. And I'm just noticing this kind of looks like so many other like pairs of shoes. And yes, I will be doing another shoe video soon after Christmas to see what kind of gear I got. Alright. Some other impressions I have. When I wore them in the store, like I said, they felt like really bouncy. Like they felt, like I said, like kind of like the Magic Speed 3s, because it had that like, felt like it was like guiding my foot when I like took those strides. Even when I was standing, kind of like rolling forward, it felt like I was wearing a carbon plated shoe. And like I said, I don't think there's a carbon plated shoe in the Novablast 4s. I can't really explain it, but well, I kind of am. So nice. I mean, I did that thing where I just jumped with the shoe on, landing on like this part of the shoe. It was really, really bouncy. Like it's really like squishy. I mean, it's foam, yeah, but it's like tough, but like very bouncy foam. It has Flight Foam Blast Plus, and so do a lot of the other shoes I have. I think that's the thing that they're using now. Some more bouncy foam and newer shoes for Asics. some other thoughts I have on this shoe are, well, I'm gonna film more tomorrow when I do a workout. I'm doing 5 by kilometer workout with 400-meter recovery, so I'm gonna film a little bit of that. I'm only gonna film like the first set, third set, and fifth set. And between those two sets during the recovery, I'm gonna talk about how they feel. I mean, I know it's never a good idea to use a new shoe on a workout, but no, I've just heard a lot of things from online saying how it's like it feels a bit different than the Novablast 3, because they feel like the Novablast 3 is kind of like a tempo long run shoe. They feel this one is a little bit more like a general daily trainer, which I'm not sure yet, but I'll test that out tomorrow when I'm doing the workout. Yes, really what I have so far in it. I'll definitely be coming more tomorrow when I wake up in the morning for the workout. I don't know how I'm gonna film it, probably using the tripod I'm doing right now, but we'll see how this holds up compared to the Novablast 3s, which I used. Let me set this down right there. I've heard a lot. Like, I've heard some people will say online, like, for example, Ben is running. Go subscribe to him. He inspired me to do this video. I've noticed when he said it feels kind of like a more kind of daily-ish trainer, more than like a kind of tempo issue, which is interesting to me because I've heard from some other creators who I can't remember the names of. I'm sorry. Like, they said like it feels like it's good. It feels like the Novablast 3 again with like the long running, the tempo-ish, and some websites where I did some research on this shoe was like saying like it can still do tempo-ish, but. And I've heard some other stuff like that, where like it can still tempo, it can be used for some faster paces. But I've also heard a lot, like it's like 50-50 of saying it's good for like tempo running intervals and like long runs. I've heard others say it's just meant for daily train, which I'll be a judge of that for me. I'm taking into consideration like maybe I might want to use this shoe for just like a standard like easy run, or like a standard just a standard run or whatnot, compared to the Novablast 3, which you can see in frame over there. Those ones. I mean, I use them for a wide variety of things. I use the Novablast 3 for speed runs. I do them for some tempo runs, some intervals, long runs. It's part of my biggest shoe rotation, which check out the video when I upload that in the next couple of days. So yeah, Novablast 3 I mainly just use for like I use it for daily training, recovery run, long run, intervals, tempo, the whole shebang really. Compared to my other shoes, I mean, I say I use the Novablast 3 the most. No, that's not. I use another shoe the most, but okay. So wrapping up this part of the video from like my first general first impressions, I have to say that as of right now, I don't have a huge opinion on these shoes. I mean, yeah, they feel very different from the Novablast 3s because the Novablast 3s they're like a lot more like kind of stiff compared to the 3s, which are like feel a lot more bouncy. I mean, the 4s are bouncy, but the 3s are kind of like a lot more like kind of like bouncy trampoline-ish, while the 4s still have the trampoline feeling, but like a lot more stiffness in the foam. So as of right now, I don't have a huge opinion on them, but I'll film the second part tomorrow. But like, right now, I have to say nothing really on it, but I will be doing like a follow-up video to this in like a couple of months, or I don't know when. I'll be doing like a Novablast 4s after like 50 miles compared to the Novablast 3s after their 50 miles, which Novablast 3s are past their 50 miles. 4s I pretty just got today, so. Oh yeah, here's my wall of just my running shoes. There'll be more additions hopefully soon. Alright, we're on day 2 of filming. It's the afternoon, it's about 2:05 right now as I'm filming this right now. Oh, I'm at the local middle school track because the high school track had people, and I'm not a social creature, so day 2 of filming Novablast 4. They're in the bag, right? Can't really. I got them right here, and yeah, let's get going. All right. So I wasn't able to film the workout because the person I was going to have film me in mind frame, yeah, the person I was going to have film me wasn't able to make it. They had to cancel last minute, which kind of sucks. But basic recap of the workout: I did 5 by kilometers, 400-meter recovery, using Novablast 4. And I gotta say, compared to like the Novablast 3s, there was a pretty big difference. I noticed like when I use the Novablast 4, it feels more like because like a bounce, bounce, bounce. This one felt more like a bounce with like a bit more like power, like it had more energy return within like the foam. And like the traction, since the traction is a bit different than the Novablast 3, felt like it was like sinking in a bit deeper and like a bit more. So overall, my final thoughts concluding this video are probably that they're not probably no. My final thoughts are these. It's a really good shoe. I think I definitely use it for more workouts, 100%. I really like the way it feels. It's a not a super shoe, so I'm definitely gonna use it more. I'll do another video on super shoes at some point. But it actually during the workout it felt a little bit heavier, so I felt like I had to work a bit more, which I really like. So overall, I'd say it's just like an Overblast 3. Minus, I think you could use it for more than just tempo and long run and daily training. You could use it for maybe like a bit more, maybe racing, but not like competitive racing. Maybe like if you were to threshold. I think this could just also be like a threshold race workout kind of shoe. But that concludes this video. This video took forever to make. It took me 2 days, a lot of editing issues. So like and subscribe. I don't know. I don't have an outro. This is just it.